Africa. My name is Ivantiso. Welcome to Sfun'umsebenzi. Bona re fitlhile hape episode nyana rena ya bobedi. Ba ile hore le batlela menyetla ya mesebetsi le ba ile hore ba batla funding ha ba batla go bula dikgobo tsa bona. Jwale he ka sheko lenana re bone hore bekeng yana man dipolotiking dintho di ne di le dingata hleng bathong. Le batho ba rena ba lla ka mesebetsi. We don't have jobs. But I hope that last week, our last episode, it actually helped you a very lot, so much that you guys, you managed to apply and you did get something. But if you didn't and you have invited someone who is looking for a job, don't you ever worry, because today we do have some more. So for now, ke batla re fela re potele ka mane hape ka David Tene re lo bona hore na Ausimeri o re tshwaretse eng hobane thuto ke ntho ya bohlokwa. Jwale he, stay tuned. Welcome back. You're still watching Sfun'umsebenzi. As I told you before the break that we're going to be visiting Binoni and hona tjena ke dutse le ausi a motle le mtsola hae ke Mary Sirunye. I don't want to make a mistake, guys. Ausi Mary, how are you? What's my camera? I thought she was going to say, I'm well, thanks in you. No, you know what? And I know that you're going to help a lot of people that are actually in need of what you guys are offering. And I don't want to be mistaken. Get Tolim Fundone Foundation, and you are based in Ekurhuleni, Gauteng, Binoni, right? How did you start this foundation anyway, and what motivated you to start it?
Oh my gosh, that's such a long story. But to cut the long story short, I was a student at Vaal University of Technology. So me being a student, I was a student activist there. So being a student activist, one of our main objectives was to make sure that no child is left outside of the system of university. So we were always advocating that everyone that wants to further their studies should actually go, regardless of the fact of the financial situation at home. Everyone should be given the opportunity to actually further their studies. So when I left VUT, people still came to me and were requesting assistance to say, we need help with that, we need help with that. And, you know, employment is not something that comes easy in our country. So I was like, okay, why not? Let me just start an NPO and help people that need help. So that is where it started.
I hope you cooperating.
I
was. Just helping people.
No, I'm not.
Why did you quit politics? I don't understand.
Politics are tiring.
They are tiring. Is it because of corruption or what?
Yeah,
is
most of it's because of corruption, and people will always complain about things that will never change because we don't want them to change, but we just want to complain about them.
Let's just leave politics to the politicians.
Yes.
Let's come back to your foundation. What do you guys do, and how do you assist people, especially mokasi by lo ba tlhoka thuso ya lona?
So basically what we do, we help people that want to further their studies. We help people that want to register companies, because there's a lot of people that just register companies for the sake of registering. They'll hear there's a project that's coming and then they come register a company for me. And then after that, there's a company. There'll be a person that has 20 companies, keep on registering, but they don't know how to maintain or sustain a company. So those are part of the things that we want to assist with, making sure that everyone, you know, has something that they can actually do and push and it just be okay in life, because it's a really tough, you know, it's a really tough world. So
it is, It is. I mean, going back to one of your programs, I see that you guys are doing job readiness program. Why do you think it's important that we go through that?
It's really important because most people don't even know how to draft CVs. People don't know how to act when they go to interviews. They just don't know anything, you know, because what they do is they just go to an internet cafe, pay the guy, draft a CV for them. They don't even know if the CV is in the right format or it's the new version of the CVs that I use now. They just do things for the sake of doing them. And people will always say, I'm not getting a job, but are you doing things right for you to get a job? No.
But companies are very confusing, Mary. I don't even know what is a good CV anymore. What is a good CV, if you were to explain that to us?
It needs to have everything. You need to sell yourself in a CV. You can't just write a one-page CV and then expect to get a job.
But they say the maximum, it should be 3 pages, right? And here I am, I've got 10 years experience. So if I were to type my CV, it's going to take about 10 pages. And you are saying that I should put everything on it. And the other person says, no, it shouldn't be everything in it. And suppose I'll make an example. I am applying for a security, whatever position. And I've done nursing, I've done catering, maybe I've worked as a waitress. They say I shouldn't put those because why? They're not relevant. Now, the reason why I'm asking, what is a good CV according to you as an expert?
a CV, you do it according to the job that you're applying for.
Yeah.
Obviously, you cannot put your catering, your policing reference on a security job that you're applying for. It's totally irrelevant because they're looking for securities.
Yeah.
They're not looking for caterers. They're not looking for policemen. So it depends on the job that you're actually applying for. That, this is what I'm applying for. This is what needs to be in the CV. I mean, if you put in so many things, they're not even going to look at it.
Yeah.
It's just too much. You understand? So it depends on what job you're looking for. It goes with that.
There's a lot of young people, especially that are coming from the rural areas, and they don't have the privilege of coming closer to you guys so that they can go or undergo your programs. How do you assist them? Can they go to the internet cafe, and when they get there, what is it that they need to look for?
We have people that we've helped from Mpumalanga, from KZN, from Northwest, people from very disadvantaged, backgrounds and the surrounding areas. Thing is, we can't be there, but we communicate via phone. So they send us everything, and we're able to help them through WhatsApp, and that's the only way we can be able to help because we can't go there. Like I said, we're still trying to find our feet here, then we can be able to branch out.
Once I have done work readiness training, how do you think it's going to assist me after getting a job?
After getting a job?
Yeah.
After?
Yeah, after getting a job.
It helps in so many ways. I mean, now you know what to do when you need to find a job.
Maybe then taking you back to the components of the job readiness program. What are the things that you guys teach apart from drafting a CV, how to draft a CV? What else do you guys take people through? Is it communication skills, money skills, or?
Everything, communication skills, money skills, because what we're planning to do as a foundation is that we're currently working on getting accreditation for CETA.
Okay.
So in that way, we'll have like your 1-year learnerships and people be taught this and that in terms of work readiness, entrepreneurship skills and all of those things. Because one thing that pushed me to do that is that there are so many programs that are coming in our communities, but it's the same thing. They just give you a basic of IT, and Dama credits Wakona, you'd find that it's just 9 credits. So we're trying to shift away from that, that when we bring opportunities to actually our people, it actually is an opportunity that will benefit a person, not to just bring a program for the sake of saying, Tolumfundo brought a program. Because there's so many programs that have been coming and going, but now you ask yourself, what have they done? Nothing.
The reason why I'm trying to be general about this is because, we've had instances where there are young people that are struggling from anger. And yet they have gone through the job readiness training and they've gotten the leadership somewhere. And they are not sustainable in the jobs, mainly because they've got those kind of personal problems. How do you think job readiness training can help someone like that?
I think in most of the job readiness programs that are done, those issues are not included.
Why?
I've never really actually thought of that. They're not included. So it's something that proper research needs to be done, and then when we do these programs, they need to be included, just so we can be able to help everyone. Because it's something I have never really thought of. I'm not even going to sit here and lie.
What do you think are some of the issues that makes people not to be sustainable in the jobs, especially young people?
Too much pressure, I think, and politics are everywhere. There's too much politics in the office, whether it's office work, whether it's school and whatever. So it's just pressure, pressure of everything, pressure of wanting to do more, pressure of wanting to impress your bosses, pressure of wanting to get promotion and getting more money. It's just pressure on everything. That is one thing that is making people not. And again, you find in a work environment, the people that you're working for are not appreciative. That is one thing that also contributes a lot in people not actually,
And how do you think one needs to position herself or adjust in such environment in order for them to remain in the company? Because we need jobs. I cannot leave the company because you are looking down on me or you are saying things that are negative about me. The next thing, I just walk out the door.
You see, the thing is, most employees, they treat their employees bad because of that mentality to say they need the job, they can't leave. So you stay calm, but you'd reach a point where you say, no, man, I've had enough. Because I'm doing everything that is expected of me, I'm doing everything that I need to do, but they're still not appreciative. So you can be as calm for as long as you want, but if you've reached that point, trust, there's no turning back. You'd want to leave. No one wants to live in a misery. Having to wake up in the morning and think, oh my gosh, where am I going?
And you know those kind of bosses.
Yeah, I'm the boss. You could not tell me anything. So yeah, it's one of those things.
And they always say women are like that. They're always trying to follow the power trip. Are you one of those?
Nah, no. I'm just an independent woman. I've actually never worked for anyone, so I've always been pushing my foundation and other businesses on the side. So I wouldn't know, but I don't think I'll be able to be called around to say, do this, do that. Nah, I don't think I can be able to. Yeah, nah.
Okay, but I guess if you're one of those, so please just quit and go start a business. All right, so let's talk about business.
Yeah.
I see that you're also training people that are into entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
What sort of programs do you take them through that are different from NYDA though? Because a lot of people have gone through those programs, NYDA, CEDA, but they are still jobless, they are still moneyless, they are still businessless, if I may put it that way.
This is a program that we're gonna start implementing next year.
Okay.
So it's going to be different in such a way, guys. There's a lot of people that, like I said, they have businesses, but one, they don't even know what they're doing. Like I'm gonna make a typical example about our clothing brands. They're saying they have a brand, right? But it's an actual matter of truth. They are branding these clothes. It's not a brand. They don't do these clothes from scratch.
Okay.
One would just go to Joburg and buy tracksuit and then comes and puts in their logo.
So what is the difference? Educate us here.
No, man.
I jacket and I put Eva here and I'm
Come
thinking,
on,
yeah,
no.
I'm
Thing
pushing
is,
the brand.
you're gonna come with that jacket.
Yeah.
Ipale Eva's clothing.
Yes.
Then I come with it.
Yeah.
It's written nothing. And when you check the label, it's the same thing.
Okay.
So people need to know that if you're saying you have a clothing brand, you need to make everything from scratch. Don't buy in Joburg and say I have a clothing brand, no. So these are the things that people need to know.
But I don't know how to design. I am not a tailor, I am not a designer.
Find
I don't
them.
have money to
Find
pay
them. These local brands make money, man. People are supporting of them. So the thing is, with businessmen, these upcoming business, they don't want to invest.
Yeah.
In business, the level that you have, you need to invest back in your business. So I'm an NPO, right? Every little cent I get, I try to buy a laptop. Every little cent I get, I try to buy a branding. So it's all about sacrifice and actually investing in your business. If you don't invest in your business, how do you expect Nedbank to come and say, I'll invest in your business? That's the whole reason why. It's not that CEDA and NYDA, it's not helping that much. They're trying to help, but still those people, they don't take their business as serious as they should be taking it. Because if I'm an investor and I come and see, no man, everything, trust, I'm going to give you money.
So how do you do things differently here? Because I can imagine that you get a lot of people with such ideas, they don't even know like what is really being in business mean. How do you do things differently to educate them?
Being in business means that all your papers, number one. They need a lot of. I'm gonna make an example about these clothing brands. A lot of them have.
They're in trouble.
A lot of them have brands, but do they know that you need to trademark your brand? You'd find there's a brand and it's not even trademarked. And I can just come and go trademark it. And then he can come back and say, that's my brand, where are the papers? And then they'll find it's on my paper. And when you've been pushing the brand for 20 years, you know? So these are the things that first of all, we need to keep their documentation in check. You'd find that the company or the brand is registered, but it's under deregistration because they are not following the processes of companies. Compliance is very important, and we're looking at bringing investors, and like I said, we're getting accreditation from CETA, and that accreditation is going to be strictly on entrepreneurships and SMMEs to actually make sure, because there's a lot of potential, especially in Whiteville, there's a lot, but it goes in vain because of certain things that are not done the proper way.
Well, Sfun'umsebenzi, we're all about finding people the right opportunities, and we've had a lot of programs such as yours, whereby people, they undergo through the program from the first month until the 12th month, and after that, they are back at home with certificates, with nothing to do with it. So after 12 months, where do you take people? Or maybe during the period of that 12 months, that when they're doing the course, do you invite companies where they pitch for them, you know, at least to give them hope? Coca-Cola is and they're interested in them, or you just, take them through all this theory, and
yeah, I know. So like I said, our entrepreneurship workshop are only gonna hit the ground next year.
Yeah.
And like I strictly said, we as a foundation, we've seen programs coming and going, and they just, people have certificates, but nothing. You can't even take that certificate and say, this is a certificate I have, can I have a job? Because most of them, they don't have enough credits.
Yeah.
So like I said, we as a foundation, we want to do things completely different, because our stronghold right now is ensuring that kids are registered in universities, and there we sorted, we know. We see, if these kids, they come here and they need school, definitely they will be registered. As an NPO that is non-funded, that doesn't have anything, we've managed to register 89 kids within different universities across the country, solemnly alone, you understand? So that is why we're saying, with the entrepreneurship workshops, things are just going to be different. We don't want courses that are going to be 2 weeks. Like, what do you do with 2 weeks? And the certificate, how many credits would it have?
Yeah.
Because all these programs I bet, all the programs that have been there, it's not that these people can't get jobs. My credits are just not enough. So people do workshops and do these things for the sake of doing them, for the sake of data, for the sake of getting money, not remembering with these kids now, you're giving them false hope. Because once I come and attend a workshop, I'm thinking with that certificate, I'll be able to better my life. But with that certificate, if I can go look for a job, I won't get it. So I'm sick and tired of people just coming to say we want to help the community, but they actually wanting to enrich themselves through the community, because all these programs that they're bringing, they're not beneficial to these people, none whatsoever. To them, exactly, because it's that thing you could say, here's the money, train these people, this is how much you're going to get, and then they train people. You look at a certificate, it has 9 credits. Like, where are you going to go with 9 credits?
Exactly.
You can't go anywhere.
What is 9 credits?
Exactly.
But they don't explain to them.
What is 9 credits?
They're thinking if it's CETA accredited, then it's okay.
We know credits that weigh value, it's 120, which is the whole year.
But you
Which is the whole year. So as a foundation, we're trying by all means to eliminate all these things. It's just so our people are so frustrated. People are being trafficked because they go for jobs that are not even legit, because they're trying to find employment, So if we're saying human traffickers are wrong, we are also contributing by bringing people programs that are not beneficial to them. So we need to stop all those things and actually bring people programs that will actually benefit them.
That is so true.
Yeah.
So Mary, nowadays everything, 90% of it, they're like digital. Everything. I live in the Free State. I live in Limpopo. I live down in the Eastern Cape, Komahayeng. I don't even know anything about iPhone. How do you think your programs are helping people by Lenghore? They can't even use digital gadgets or internet, for that matter.
Thing is, as a foundation, we've always wanted to have a digital center. We will have e-learning, online courses, and all of those things. But one of our biggest challenges not having actually the place where we can actually do those things. And we've asked for partnerships with online universities or universities from abroad, but now the challenge is they are on board, they want to come brand, they want to give us, the resources that we need to actually kickstart the program. But now the challenge has always been, Whiteville is a very small place. We don't have enough land or whatever we can call it. So having space, it's one of the biggest challenges, and I think that would have helped, because right now for someone that's in Limpopo, downtown, they just call, and when we say send your documents via WhatsApp, they don't even have phones, or sometimes the network is really challenging and all of those things. But it's something that we're working on, and we'll definitely make sure that it hits the ground, because everything, we're approaching the 4-hour right now, so everything is just going to be digital. So we're trying by all means.
So this university that you want to partner with, is it based in South Africa, and what kind of programs are you going to be doing with them?
Programs, we're targeting to look at the programs that are in need, especially digitally. So it's not just one university, I think it's 5 or so.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure, because one of our guys that is busy with that, he's the one that's knows exactly how many universities and which programs, but we are looking like for your graphic design, your IT, your computer sciences.
Yeah.
Those are the courses that we're looking at, you know, because now, you know, everything is just going digital.
So I'm a photographer.
Yeah.
Would I be able to do
Yeah.
such course online?
Yeah,
I need a camera to take a picture. How am I going to do that
Yes,
when?
you do everything online, but there's going to
Kanjani?
be a time where you do practical.
Oh, okay. Now it
Then-
makes sense because I was
yeah.
confused right there. I was like a bit
Yeah.
confused.
Then
All
when
right.
you do things practically, this is where you're gonna have a mentor that will
Yeah.
show you know, photography, you're gonna need a portfolio and all of those things. So they help you build up these things so that once you're done with your course, you can now be able to go to a company or wherever, so
Yeah.
that you can do your pitches and pitch your work and you know, try by all means to get employment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of us, we've done such courses with NMYDA, CEDA, all these other foundations, you know, but after 12 months, we are back at home with our CETA certificates. It's there by the wall, nothing to do with it. How are you going to do things differently?
Thing is, with all those CEDAs or NYDA and all of that, I don't think they actually make the right, what do you call it, syllabus or whatever. They just do intros. So if you go to a company with a 12-month certificate with just intros, they're not going to hire you. So we're looking at to have like an actual course,
Yeah.
you know, with actual credits, heavy credits, so that you can be able to have something that carries a lot more weight. So the reason why there's so many certificates is people are just doing things for the sake of doing them. They're not doing things for actually making sure that it benefits people. So this is because we are an organization that is educationally more on education. So we know, see, if one needs to succeed, if a certificate carries more weight, this is how many credits it should have.
What is more weight? What is
120. You start with 120, which
loud?
is 12 months.
But we're retailing.
Yeah.
Lona like 9 credit.
No, what are you going to do with the 9 credits?
Exactly.
You
And I can
know,
let on.
Because each subject needs to have 36 credits. Yeah, so
Yeah.
these 9 credits courses, man, they need to be, you know.
They're not working.
They're not working.
Yeah.
That's why each and every year you'd have so many organizations that are doing all these programs. They bring workshops, they're doing all of these things. I see them here, they bring them even here where when I present. So,
Yeah. So you are simply saying a lot of companies that are doing this ETI program where they're offering this 9 credits, this program is actually benefiting them financially because they get the sponsors to pay for our education, but yet in return we're getting the 9 credits and after 12 months I'm back at home,
Yeah.
jobless, nothing.
Yeah, because all these companies that are doing these workshops, well, first questions you should ask them, will they hire these people with the certificates? They won't. Because they don't wear weight. They don't have any weight. So this is how we want to do things different. Because I work a lot with kids that are wanting to go to university. And once they come to me already, that person has a hope to say, I'm going to
Yeah.
go to school. You know, so failing that person, it's a huge disappointment to that person because now imagine having to bring a program that won't help a person, but yeah, I'm going to be helped one way or the other.
Ish,
So
ibuhlungu le ndaba.
it's so sad because we know these people need these opportunities and we give them false hope. Why do we do that?
Sure. You are doing a lot of things to help other people out there, and I'm just wondering, where do you get your help from, especially financial resources?
No way. Actually, we don't have any sponsors, any funding or grants or whatsoever.
So how are you doing all this? I don't get it. You unamanga, man. How are you doing all this?
Lying.
Yes.
So the thing is, as a foundation, right, we charge a fee,
Okay.
right? So that fee, it's nothing. It's nothing because you need to sustain the printer,
Yeah.
ink, what is it? Internet, you have to travel, there'll be applications that need to be fixed, you have to go all the way to Northwest to ask what is taking forever with the application. So it's really difficult, but ever since we've started working, we only got our first donation this year. We got from 27-4, which is I haven't even met those people, but they were willing to actually assist. It's an they said they're investment managers, they're in Senton. So because we wanted to do application drive, because beginning of the pandemic, we were not coming here, we couldn't work. So people, like, they didn't know where to reach us. So, like, people have been struggling to apply. Let us just help them. So it was a drive for 2 weeks. The first one was for applications. The second one was for NSFAS.
Yeah.
So we were helping with that. And they came aboard and actually assisted us with buying new sanitizers, food for the people that were helping us, and getting branding for the things that we needed. So those are the only people that, in the 4 years that we've existed, those are the only people.
4 years?
Yeah.
And this was the only first time
Yeah.
you got assistance from
Yeah.
this company?
Yeah.
You said it's 20?
27-4.
Big ups to you guys. Big ups to you guys. But then what else do you need? Because not everybody is selfish, right? And I know that some companies that are listening to you right now, and they didn't know about you guys. They didn't know the good job that you guys are doing. What else do you need? And if maybe you can talk to them, to assist you.
Yeah. One of our biggest challenges is transport. Because we're not just about applying for kids and then just, when we've applied for them, we take them to go register.
Yeah.
Regardless of which province they want to go. Because we have students in Cape Town, we have students in Durban, so we have to go with them. So now having to go there, not having transport, it's a struggle. And prior registration, these kids, when they apply, they need, there's courses called selection courses, like your LLB in Northwest University. You have to write a selection test.
Yeah.
And that is in Potchefstroom, and you're in Benoni. And we have to take a kid there. So you can just imagine the struggle that we face when we have to take those kids, write those tests. Your NPT test, the NPT test, and we have to take them.
Wow.
So, yeah.
You go all out for your people, hey?
All out.
So you don't just register people, take their registration fee, and the next thing you just leave them hanging.
Never.
You go literally with them to the universities where you are registering them.
The ones that are in matric, we offer tutorials for them.
Yeah.
And we have to pay the people that tutor them, It's just a lot that we don't.
That you
We're
need.
not only just about applying and then that's it.
Are you not getting any assistance from the government? Because right now I can see your office is located in the municipality premises. Are they not assisting you somehow?
No, we're just here. I mean, in terms of non-financial support or financial support, they're not helping.
Are they making you pay rental?
No, maybe no.
Okay, at least they are helping.
Yeah.
But I think they should be doing more, right? Yeah. I hope BMW you are listening. VW, le jakwa, raibatla. Please. I mean, imagine being transported to Cape Town University ka jakwa.
That would be nice.
So please help people. I mean, she is helping, just like Good TV Africa. We are assisting these young businesses or foundations that are helping other people in the community. Lilo na jokopa leba tu saying, because they really need your help for us to grow. Because they always say, unity is power. So let's do this, Africans. I mean, we can win this thing. You know what? COVID-19 has affected a lot of people. And I can imagine what you're going through.
Yeah, it's been really tough. It's really been tough because we couldn't help. I don't think I've reached the number of people that I usually reach. We usually reach throughout the years because they couldn't get a hold of us. We were working from home, and they were saying no visitors and all of those things. And not everyone always has data. And, we communicate via WhatsApp. So if one doesn't have WhatsApp, then we can't communicate. So it's really been tough. And one of my biggest stress is the matrics. I don't know how they're gonna make it throughout this year. They just need prayer, I guess, and then they'll be okay. But yeah, I mean, we face so many hardships. We don't want to let COVID just make things difficult for us. We're still here, so that means we came out winning.
They always say in the midst of crisis, see the opportunity, and you are here because you saw the opportunity, you are still thriving. Mary, you guys are doing a lot of things, and I can assure you, there are some people back at home that wants to be part of you, that wants to actually enroll for your programs. Where can they get hold of you?
So we're there on all social media platforms. We're there on Facebook, it's Sfun'umsebenzi Foundation. We're there on Instagram, it's _org. And then we're there on Twitter, it's Sfun'umsebenzi Foundation. And then on WhatsApp, they can use 083-344-5267.
You can repeat the number, it's fine.
It's 083-344-5267. And please, guys, when you text, just get straight to the point.
Straight to the point. No hello, no hi. Just get straight to the point.
This is so I need help for this and that, and then I'll be able to,
And they should call between what time and what's up?
On WhatsApp, from 10 to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday to Friday. Saturday, guys, I need family time, weekends, you know.
No majola, ne? No majola.
Single life.
Well, thank you so much, Mary, for talking to us. It's been a pleasure, right?
Yeah,
Guys,
thanks for having me.
lutlu like skela ba sto to ka kopa phone na kana go e right 8 o'clock ka 4 o'clock uyavala. But from us, guys, please stay tuned because after the break, we are going to be giving you guys the opportunities that we promised you. Companies have given us some vacancies. So please, ema ka pene e oska ba ya gole.
Welcome back, and this is my favorite part of the show where I am giving opportunities to the company. The first one on my list, I've got this one coming from the Western Cape in Belleville. The company is called Labor Wise. Actually, Labor Wise is a company that is working with the Department of Labor. So here they are looking for people that are into compliance, and they are also administrators. So you must have an understanding of KYC requirements, and of course also onboarding, and also understanding of source of wealth. Hey, this one, but then they do have the email address here whereby you can forward your CV. It is called, actually it's written generalhr@laborwise.co.za. It is right here up on my screen, so please don't get it wrong. It's generalhr@laborwise.co.za. And I think if you need more information on the job spec, please do also contact LaborWise. They should be able to explain to you. And this one, I said, it's in the Western Cape. The second one is coming from Peter Marisbeck, and the company is called Sarah. They are looking for the business manager, and you should have experience in the tire industry, and you should also have experience with no less than 5 years. So if you are that person and you are able to understand what they are looking for, please do email your CV to sarah@sirarecruitment.co.za. Please get this one right, because it can be a bit confusing with all this CCRR. It's sarah@sirarecruitment.co.za. And the third one we have right here is coming from Krugersdorp Virgin Active. They are currently looking for a qualified personnel or qualified personal trainers. So if you are the trainer, and Virgin Active, please do apply. And the email address where you can forward your CV, it is dave.skuman@virginactive.co.za. The closing dates for all these above vacancies that I've just mentioned now, so that is why I said in the midst of the crisis there's always an opportunity. So moving on to the next one, we have this one coming from Toyota, and it's in Gauteng, in Western area. They are looking for a bookkeeper. The bookkeeper must have 5 years experience, and you must also have grade 12. And you don't need to really have high qualifications, but please do have grade 12. And the closing date here is very, very close, the 14th of September. So if you are nearby Western area, please do apply. They are looking for a bookkeeper. The email address that you need to use to send your CV is hr@starmotor.co.za. And if you need more information, please do contact those people directly, because Rona harna that information. We are just taking what they are giving us and forwarding it to you. But if you want more information regarding all these job specs or these job vacancies, do contact the companies directly. Ladies and gentlemen, the last but not least on my list, yes, hey, so cool. It is this one coming from Wheatbank, and this company is called Gale Bull, or it's spelled GALEBOEL. And they are looking for a safety officer, and you must have experience in SHREP, project safety, first aid, emergency and incident investigation. There's no closing date, so if you do have your CV in place and you do have all these required things, please do email your CV to this email address right here. It's called info@galebul or galebul.co.za. So hey, nna ke tshekentse mosebetsi wa ka, ke a tshepa lona le thabetse ho utlwa menyetla ena e le hore re le tlisetsa yona. Ke re bona bekeng e tlang hape ka la bobedi kapa ka la boraro tla bentse le hona mono Good TV Africa Facebook page or YouTube page. Mme go jwetse hore hle ba ile ngoro ba tseba re le bona ba hloka mesebetsi tsamaye o balate o ba jwetse hore bona Sfun'umsebenzi e se e fihlile nna ngwana la Mosotho ho tsa Freestata ke le Gauteng mona. Ke re bona ke a rata ena ke a bolela ke re wa nrata jale he sala hantle modimo a o hlonolofatse. Bye bye.